just a sneak peek of what we have coming down today. And also, you saw in there a little bit of the mix of the CG with the comic book and the anime vibe and feel, which Cyril's going to talk more about.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was a big fan of the comic back in '84 when it came out, and then what was really great was just how like contrasting and graphic the thing looked, and I really embraced that. But what's even better was now you have this 28 years since that happened, where other incarnations have come along, and you can look upon it all and go, well, they did this over here and they did this over here, and this is what works and this is what doesn't work, but it's all part of the ether, right? So you want to kind of respect it all and distill it down. So what's neat about Turtles now, and actually what I really appreciate with Nickelodeon is like this time to kind of just do it right and to kind of really just try to develop it and bring all those things together. I really tried to respect and try to distill things down, but also at the same time try and take it when I could into a different, newer place. So let's look at, this is kind of a little bit of process almost too, what I'm about to show you guys. A lot of what happens is we start with this script, and I quickly take it and do as fast as I can just these doodles, and then pass those down to the rest of the design team where it turns into something else. So this kind of speaks a little bit to the heritage of the comics and where we go beyond. But this is something like, these are just some rough detailed notes that I do. I don't know if you guys recognize this guy, it's Leatherhead. Leatherhead's awesome. I love Leatherhead. Sometimes I call him Leatherface by accident, but I get really busy. But the thing is, like, if you look at it, it's like I was really inspired by Kevin, obviously. I learned a lot about how I draw from him when I was like 10 years old. I also like Talbot. That's why there's so many bandages on everything, right? So there's Leatherhead. Then we have this guy. You may have never seen him look like this before. General Trag was in the cartoon eons ago. And we thought, hey, he's this guy from Dimension X. Why should he just be a little weird, lumpy boulder man? Let's kind of have fun with him. And we play with the idea of him being made of magma, and scale is a big thing that I'm really kind of enjoying in CG. So why not make him 17 feet tall and horrifying and vomit lava on people? So that's pretty fun. All right, so I do this. Basically, I have a team of really talented designers, and led by Aurelio, actually, who's probably here. Is he here? Aurelio? Mr. Maramba? My team's awesome. And then that gets past the... Aurelio takes these doodles. Sometimes I don't have these doodles. Him and his guys, they turn them. It's very difficult. They become almost architectural drawings. And then they go to another team led by Nadia, and there's a bunch of guys in there, and they all paint this stuff. And they do these concept paintings, which are amazing. And it's Rat King. Wow! Just show it. I mean, the thing about Rat King, I never really kind of Rat King's this guy that was in the comic and the cartoons, and like he lives in he's kind of like the Family Opera, but he lives in the sewers, but he's like roided out, and I never understood how he could keep his mass up living in the sewer without enough protein. So I thought this was kind of more appropriate. He's like a little bit more of a romantic kind of Shakespearean kind of like sad, sympathetic villain. But there's a lot of details to this kind of stuff. Here's just a very surfacey sneak peek, but we do stuff like wah! And then we do lighting studies, which is kind of more like that. And all this ends up becoming this sweet goulash, and then Dave and Vipak and all these guys end up sculpting and rigging all this stuff, and we end up with something as awesome as this. We got a great lighting team led by Senor Tobias. Can I play that again? Does that do it?
No, it goes back.
Oh.
Boo.
There it is. Well, there he is. That's Metalhead. I think you guys recognize. So the thing I tried to do was I think we all sat down and looked at every incarnation of Turtles and said, okay, both visually and story-wise, what was great, not just about the old comic, what was great about the OT series, what's great about 2K3, which was the last series, what was great about even just the toy presence of Turtles, what's great about the first movie, and it's just trying to make something that embodies all of it, but is still kind of fresh in you. So we've been having just so much fun, and I think I'm passing it to Rich for some more awesomeness.
But not before I give you a kiss.
Oh.
For a job well done, sir.
I get that. I'm hitting my time marks. That's why.
Yeah, we're behind. Let's take some questions from the actors here. This lovely, talented cast. Rob.
Yes.
So, you played Raphael in the original series.
Yes, I did. It was just after the invention of fire.
And I take it that's not your Raphael impression.
Handsome young man, you know.
Yes, I did. I had the lovely and talented Kevin Eastman decided to give me a job 25 years ago. Yeah, so thank you very much for that, and thank you, all of you, for putting braces on my kids' teeth and building my house.
So what's the difference between then and now,
you know what?
and that character versus this new reinvented character?
That's a good question. The difference, the most sort of obvious difference is that at the beginning, the comic book and the success of it notwithstanding, none of us in the cast understood how big, obviously, this was going to be. So now, to be able to get another bite at this apple is an incredible gift. So looking at it from this perspective now and seeing how big it is, and I've done a number of shows that have premiered here at Comic-Con, but I have to say I've never done anything that has been so supported corporately, that has been so supported by, I'm not talking just Nickel, I'm talking about Viacom. You know, we had I gotta tell you, we had the CEO of Viacom, Mr. Domon, came to our recording session, and he was dancing to the theme song.
Yeah, he's like, yo, I love this song.
That's really cool. Okay, and the one other abiding thing that I really appreciate about this different is that my normal hair color of brown didn't go as well as gray goes with purple.
Nice.
So I appreciate that. Thanks for
Give us a
that.
quick Donnie line.
Sorry?
Give us a quick Donnie line.
A quick Donnie line. Let's see, a quick Donnie line would be like, Leonardo, you are as dumb as a box of rocks!
Nice, thank you, sir.
He's also my man.
Thank you. Rob Paulson. So, Greg Resipes, you have been quoted as someone saying that you grew up on turtles. I'm not sure if that means you actually you grew up with a family of turtles, or you actually grew up watching turtles. Please explain.
Well, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was my favorite show growing up. And the Turtles taught me how to meditate. They got me into martial arts. So it's made absolutely who I am today. And my best friend was a turtle named Spike, actually, growing up. But I would just rush home every day to watch reruns or catch a new episode of that as a kid, just glue myself to the screen. So really, I'm a product of the Turtles, truly. And it's such an honor to offer to this new generation. And to bring it back to the core family that grew up on it too. Who's that? That's what's up.
Give us your best Booyakasha.
Booyakasha!
Nice. Thank you, sir. Jason, as a newcomer to the animated world of animated series.
Yes.
And voiceover, what has been your experience working with this radical bunch of dudes? And ladies?
And ladies. It's been amazing, I have to say. I'm pretty much a neophyte in this world, and you're welcome for the use of neophyte. And working with these guys who are all veterans and all incredible. I mean, Rob, as evidenced, I mean, he's 110 years old and he's playing a teenager, a teenage turtle.
Well, at my next birthday.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. He's going on 100. And, but these guys are so incredibly talented, and I was really nervous coming into the process because, like I said, I was pretty new to it, and just the chemistry that we all had together, when we record together as a group, it's just so much fun, and now I see the casting and everyone at Nickelodeon and Serial and all the execs, they really did an amazing job of finding, I think, the right voices to complement each other. Now having seen the footage and seeing the turtles interact with each other, it all kind of makes sense. It's like, oh wow, that really works. It's like, oh wow. But it's been a great experience. I'm having the time of my life. And as a fan of the original franchise and comic books, this has been kind of a dream come true. So. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. I think we'll have to come back and do some more. Kevin, way down at the end. Here we go. As a kid, you grew up playing the Turtle games, correct? Now, did you ever envision yourself as being the ultimate foe? And when did you ever turn so evil?
When did I ever turn so who?
Evil.
Oh, you mean as a person or as a character?
I think it's a person first.
No, that's just
This dude's a walking heart.
That's a guy I played. So I was walking around New York at the time. I had a girlfriend back east, and there was a convenience store near a block on the Upper West Side, and they had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles machine that they had to put quarters in and play. And I was in my 20s, and for some reason I had to play that game every day, and I was addicted to it. So to sit here with this incredibly talented group of people and to work on the cartoon and to play Shredder, I cannot find the words to tell you. I mean, there's no way that I had ever imagined in my life that I would be sitting here with these guys today. So it's just really, really something, I have to say.
And just for me, will you say, I want them all wiped out?
I want them all wiped out.
Seriously, we were looking for the Shredder voice, and when we heard Kevin, it was just like chills went up and down everyone's spine. We're like, scared me. We gotta cast him. I'm not gonna say that out loud. Okay. So let's move on to May. You played a lot of strong characters, May. Katara and Avatar. And that's all I'm going to mention here because that's it for us. What do you find the most exciting about April? And obviously, she's not your average teenage girl.
Right. Yes, obviously she is not your average teenage girl. I have to say, playing April is incredible. I mean, she's so smart, and I feel like it's so important to have like these girl characters, that are strong and smart and funny. I mean, one thing that's so amazing about this show to me is how funny it is, and how like incredibly it works so well because we all love each other so much, and I feel like it all comes out. I mean, look at this guy. Look at these people that I get to sit here with. I mean, these are some of the most talented individuals, and it really, makes my energy come out and my light come out whenever I get to play her because, I love them and she loves the turtles. I mean, they're her brothers. So, it's really cool. I mean, it's the coolest thing ever. And I still feel like a little starstruck to actually be able to say I'm April O'Neil. So, and I also want to say I love your enthusiasm. I mean, this is what you want. This is what you want in a fan. So thank you.
Making a lot of money. So, and April really is the fifth turtle. She's an extension of the guys. So it's an amazing job. So thank you. Sean. You are the toughest, most impatient. I'm talking about you, but your character is kind of the same too. So, how do you explain, Raphael's inner thoughts, his personality, and how are you loving this role?
Yeah, explain Raphael to me.
It's a real kiss.
No, I'm just thinking, I remember getting the part and calling Corey Feldman and being like, Corey, are you cool with the fact that I'm doing rough? Right? Who did
The point there is he has Corey Feldman's phone number, I think, is what he was trying to say. We get it. You're friends with Corey Feldman. Okay.
I told him, I said, Sean, you gotta stop dropping names. Bob De Niro told me that.
The truth is, Rob is the historical memory of the show, and it's this just repository of good feelings. So every time I sort of don't know what to do, I look and whisper and say, okay, what am I supposed to do again? Okay, cool, yeah, I'll make sure it looks like my idea this time.